Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to do another what's in the box. No loading today. We're going to take a look at the Browning BPT 28 gauge, 2 3/4 inch, 3/4 ounce load, 7.5. I know this has become pretty popular. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you over here on this side of the bench. We'll break this hull down, see what it's made out of. And then we'll go out to the farm. I patterned this at 40 yards, and we'll take a look at those patterns on the other end of the shop, and then come back, maybe have a couple of thoughts, and maybe find out who actually makes this shell. All right, come on around here. All right, so Browning ammunitions, and man, do I like to see that right there. It says reloadable. So reloadable, 28 gauge, 2 3/4 inches, 1,300 feet per second. That's what this thing's supposed to be shooting at. 3/4 ounce, 7.5. Target Sporting. So you know this is real popular. I think Sporting Clay round, 7.5 shot. Man, that hull looks familiar. Stant, Browning 28. Oh, you can see that. But nice and smooth. The crimp, wow, looks familiar. Interesting. So let's open him up and then let's see what we got here. Okay, it's pretty full of shot, right? $323 grains. And I'll tell you guys, I actually dropped one pellet. So this thing is pretty much, you know, right at 3/4 of an ounce. This shot is nice and polished. Looks very, very good. As soon as I say that, look at there. We got a couple that are fused together. I don't know if you can see that, but two shot right there fused together. Huh. But other than that, everything looks very equally sized. Nice coated, polished. I'm assuming hard shot in this shell. All right. So that's promising. So let's get this, see what kind of wad we're working with here. Come on. All right. Well, that looks a whole lot like a Winchester AA HS wad. Interesting. Now, let's see what kind of powder charge we got going here. Man, very compressed powder charge. Looks like 16.7 grains of powder. And again, I'm not even going to speculate as to what that is. But it's a ball type powder. So I'll push that off my bench onto the ground. I'll vacuum it up later. But anyway, there's the anatomy of the BPT 28 gauge. I don't know if you guys are catching on yet, but seems like we may have seen something real close to this before. All right, let's go out and let's shoot some patterns, and we'll go take a look at the patterns. See you in a little bit. All right, Browning BPT 2 3/4 inch, 7.5. This is 40 yards. This is a cylinder choke. (1,273 feet). Browning BPT 7.5, 40 yards, improved cylinder choke. BPT 7.5, 40 yards, modified choke. (1260). Browning BPT 7.5, Carlson's extended improved modified choke, 40 yards. (1265). Browning BPT 7.5 shot, 40 yards, full choke. (1263). All right. So looking at these patterns, so let's review this. It was 40 yards. I did improved cylinder all the way up to full choke. This is a 30-inch circle as normal. You know, 3/4 ounce of 7.5 shot. 7.5 shot. I mean, you know, that should be deadly, way out to 40 yards for sure. And you know, when it comes to the amount of shot in 3/4 ounces, you're looking at about 263 pellets in this round. I've got some numbers written up here. That's what's on the paper. Of course, this paper is 40 inches wide, probably 50, 60 inches tall. But anyway, improved. This is cylinder choke at 40 yards. There's 194 pellets on this paper. I didn't expect cylinder choke to look that great. I mean, it's pretty even, but you know, there's obviously some big splotchy stuff going on too. In close, I'm sure it would look much better, but I don't think at 40 yards in a 3/4 ounce load, I would expect a whole lot out of cylinder choke. So let's go take a look at improved cylinder. All right. So improved cylinder, a little bit better. 178, you know, pellets on the board here. You can start seeing a little bit of compression. You know, maybe we should have been more down here, but you still have some of this openness all throughout, no matter where we put the circle. but you can see it is a little bit tighter. Again, probably not something that I would choose out to 40 yards. But again, in close. So let's take a look at modified. Now we're getting a little bit better. 204 pellets total on the paper. A lot less big holes in the pattern. Modified looks like it would be a heck of a choke at anything less than 40 yards, and even at 40, it could be good. I'm not upset with modified, that's for sure. Not many big pheasants getting through that, or even a rabbit, running across the field. So that looks pretty good. Let's take a look at improved modified. All right. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the bee's knees right there. 225 pellets on the whole page. So we haven't really lost hardly any, on the paper. But man, look at the density inside that 30-inch circle. I can deal with that all day, any day, every day, 40 yards. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, this improved mod choke and the cylinder choke. Those two chokes are the only extended chokes that I even have for this gun. But those two chokes are extended. And what I'm finding out from the pointer and also the Super Black Eagle 3, testing with it, it just seems like these extended chokes, for whatever reason, are performing a little bit better than a factory flush, which, I mean, I guess, they should. But I guess what I'm trying to say is they're noticeably better. That's kind of what I'm getting at. You can really, really see the difference, from shot to shot. I did some steel stuff actually the same day that I shot these, and I'll do a video of that. But man, it's surprising. But anyway, so yeah, focus on this, and then when I cut and pull out full choke, there might be a little surprise. All right. I was surprised. I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't. I don't know if again, every gun's different, every choke is different. But there's 200 pellets. We lost like 200 and something pellets. Now, granted, I did shoot, it looks like a little bit high right on this one, but I mean, I don't think I missed it completely to the right. You can see there's a core there, but there's not a whole lot over there. It's just like it didn't, I don't know, it just didn't like that full choke for whatever reason. So, for the gun that I'm shooting and this load, man, that improved modified extended Carlson choke, it worked out real good. But anyway, let's go back to the bench, and we'll just do a roundup of this, and I'll let you guys have your morning, afternoon, or evening back. So what you guys think about the BPT, right? I saw these hulls or shells being offered. I don't know. I think these have been out for prior to 2020, probably 2018, 2019. So I saw they were black. So if you reload, you know that it's always advantageous to have different color hulls to, which will annotate a different shot or different load in that hull. So I was all over it, but what I didn't know is who made the hulls. I thought it was going to be, I thought maybe Federal was going to be making them, and it would be a kind of like a Top Gun haul or something like that. But I got these. I opened them up, and I'm like, man, that looks a whole lot like a AA HS. The crimp, the brass, everything. And I don't think I've physically taken one apart until, well, when we just took that one apart. But I've shot them, and I didn't have to search real hard. This is the flat box that they came in. Of course, Browning. Everything says Browning ammunition, you know, all this kind of stuff. But right here on the shipping tag, it says Winchester, East Alton, Illinois. So this is a AA HS hull, and I think it's probably almost identical to a Winchester AA Super Sport, you know, that you'd find for sporting clays, which is good. Matter of fact, you can see where I have cut out the barcode and got my my rebate when I bought these. And that'll kind of tell you how long I've had them. I guess prior to 2020, because there's been no rebates after that. But anyway, patterns are really nice. I think that improved modified, and look, I think anybody that shoots these, if you know, try different chokes, you know, a gun with a fixed modified choke, like an old Model 12, 1100, some of your older side-by-sides with fixed chokes. Man, I think this would be great for hunting applications, even for skeet or sporting clays. If you had like an improved cylinder modified, something like that, yeah, I think it would work real well. Reloadability is excellent, just like a AA, you know, that we talked about on another video, the 1 ounce 6 AA HS hulls. So I don't really have a whole lot more to say about the BPT. It's a black hulled AA, you know, 7.5 sport and clay load, 1,300 feet per second. So if you've shot those, this is basically what it is. It's kind of neat to have a black hull. But anyway, if you've shot them, if you've hunted with them, put a comment down below. Let me know if you've got any questions. I've shot a bunch of these actually. I've gone through probably 5 or 6 boxes. I think I've only got maybe 3 or 4 that I haven't touched. Well, this being one of them. Now it's been touched. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I'm still putting together this giveaway, trying to figure it all out. One of the big things I'm trying to figure out is with shipping and what I can ship and who I can give it to and who I can't give it to and all this legal schmeagle stuff. YouTube is a weird thing and giveaways, and I'm finding out that the type of content I'm doing is kind of controversial for YouTube also. So that may change down the road, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But anyway, I hope you liked it. Leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all later.